Welcome to Machines More at the Venetian at CES 2025, visiting with Asus. It's kind of a little bit loud in there, so most of this video will just be voiceover. We'll take a look at the cards and some of their motherboards, as well as a very interesting router.
There's a lot of cards on show here. These are the first 5000 series cards that I'm seeing. We'll be seeing a few more over the upcoming week. Now, it's important to keep in mind that a lot of these cards may just be examples. They're not actually functional cards yet. So some specs and final designs may be TBD. But the 1590 FE that you might have seen announced was a 2-slot design, which is very innovative. Most AIBs are going to go for a massive muscular cooler. Astral is going to be Asus's flagship lineup. It's going to be for 1590 and 5080 cards. This cooler design does have 4 fans. It's kind of interesting because that third fan over on the right has a helper fan on top. So it's a push-pull flow-through section. In general, these cards are going to be very huge and very heavy. If you want to liquid cool, the Astral LC is a hybrid card that comes with a 360. As with Asus's other hybrid card designs, the tubing does appear to come straight out still with this one, which may be difficult to manage for certain builds, and it's not extremely flexible tubing either. So that's something I would keep in mind for building with this. This is the Strix 5070 Ti. They will have the Strix cooler lineup spanning the Blackwell range, but for CES, they were showing the 70 Ti. With the 5070 Ti, we have a large cooler design that's similar to the 4000 series Strix cards. It is 3.5 slots, roughly. It does have one feature that I do find interesting, and that's fan headers. First off, it gives you extra headers, but it also allows the fans to index to the GPU temp. And you can do this already at a software level, but these fan headers will be another way to do that, and that can be helpful, especially if you're running fans directly to aid in the GPU cooling. The rep wasn't sure if the fan headers will appear in BIOS yet. Hopefully they can, and that'd be really a neat way to control the fans natively. Finally, something slightly smaller. The Prime is the only so-called SFF ready card that they were showing, and this card design will be for the 5070 and the Ti only. It is 2.5 slots, and I actually have really liked the low-key look of their Prime series. And these should also offer decent value, and as well as being perfect for your more anti-RGB builds. They showed 2 tough cards, 5070 Ti. It's got that rugged look still, a little bit more bold texturing on the backplate than previously. The one I am very curious about is the 9070 XT, and my rep mentioned that this is the most likely one that is a dummy card. And it is a rather large cooler with 3 8-pin power, and certainly I hope this isn't the level of TGP that AMD is targeting for this particular level of cards. It'll be interesting to see what the final AMD lineup looks like soon. On the board side, review on the BA60i. Strix is coming when the embargo lifts. It's a shame though, the Core Ultra CPUs have not been as exciting. It's the B860G, it's an mATX motherboard. It's a white themed board. Looks pretty nice, pretty good features. It is white only though. Asus also showed their new 4K OLED monitor. The video here doesn't actually do this thing justice because it is just so smooth. You got 27-inch, 240 hertz, 0.03 megasecond response time, and this should be available to pre-order soon. Now, one of the new features that they have with this one is a proximity sensor. So to preserve the longevity of the panel, the monitor will shut off automatically when no one is detected around it. So if you're sitting too still at the screen, I don't know if it's just going to turn off on its own, but interesting to see how they implement that feature. Lastly, this thing reminds me of King Crab. It's Asus's new Wi-Fi 7 router. And the feature here that they talked about was the ability for it to analyze what might be causing signal interference, analyze the signal quality, as well as how you might improve it in order to help the user really optimize for the network speed. It does have a pretty bold look, as you can tell, and has the ROG graphics as well throughout.
Thanks for checking these out with me. Please make sure you subscribe, give a like, and stay tuned for more CES coverage.